Hi, I'm Mike from 1A Auto. We've been selling auto parts for over 30 years.
With the vehicle raised and supported, the air pump for the air suspension is behind the driver's side rear tire. It's located on the frame. These two bolts here, you actually don't loosen them. They're little studs that will slide off. There is a bolt up here. You're gonna have to go through the frame. It's 13 millimeters and unbolt it. And once it's unbolted, we'll knock this free. It'll come backwards. We'll pull it down, unclip from the connectors. But before we do that, we're gonna follow this line up. And there's actually a little pickup, probably where it picks up air. It's up here on the filler neck with a clip. I'm gonna take a prying tool and pry off the barbed clip that it's on. There it is. Sneaking through a couple other things here. So fish it out of here. Now I'm going to remove the 13 millimeter bolt that's up and through the frame, and we'll get this pump loose, bring it down, and unhook the connectors on top. Just spray some rust penetrant as best I can. It's a hole through the frame. I can feel the nut, I can't see it. But spray some rust penetrant in there. I know it's on a stud, so I'm going to use a 13 millimeter deep socket and a extension and a ratchet. Oh, so it actually wasn't that tight. These are studs that go through the frame and hold on to it. I shouldn't really have to loosen them, but maybe to relieve a little bit of pressure with this rust, I'm going to spray some rust penetrant on them. Spray it back here too to help them slide. Just give them a little loosen. They're 13 millimeter. Loose. I'm going to grab it with both hands. Just try to work it back and forth. There it is. Up and out. There's slots that come right out. Now it's still connected to the top, so I'm not going to let go of it. This line's actually already been disconnected. Disconnect the electrical connector. Disconnect this line here. Pull this plastic tab off. Pull this off. Pull the air pump out. Here's our old air suspension pump we pulled from the vehicle, and our brand new one from 1AAuto.com. As you can see, it doesn't come with a bracket, so we'll have to swap the bracket to our new pump. But other than that, it is pretty much identical. It's got the same style electrical connector. It's gonna sit just like that. This electrical connector is the same. That will connect to the sensor up here. It comes with the sensor we will install up here. We'll swap over this air line, reconnect the air line that's over here on the back side of the pump. So if your air suspension isn't working, this will fix you up and get you on the road.
I'm gonna spray some rust penetrant on the back side of these bolts here. There's a Torx bolt here and then another one in here. Get a better look at them. I have to remove this rubber protector. I'll take a plastic or a trim prying tool and just pry these Christmas tree clips out of here. Pry them out. Bend the cover back. That should be enough. So there's actually a bolt here, here, and here. I'm going to remove those. These are T25 Torx. Remove this first one. Stuck in there with rust. Place those aside. It came out with a little bushing part. That's okay. This airline is attached, so I'm going to slide it out of the clip. And this airline is attached here. Spread the spring clip out that's holding it on. Should slide off. Spring clip removed. The spring clip back where it was. Lost. Pull the pump out of here. There's our bracket separated. I need to swap this air hose for the little filter where it sucks in air. This hose here on the new pump goes from this little block here right into the pump. On this original one, it's capped off, and then they used a Y fitting so that it ends up being connected from here to here. So basically the same exact thing, except I'm just going to remove it from here. Actually, if it's too hard to remove from here, you can cut this off here and then just place it on the new pump. I'm going to use some hose cutters. Just cut this. Place it on the new pump. Elastic band off. We don't need it anymore. Place our new pump back into the original bracket. Feed this hose down like this. To fiddle with the bracket a bit. Place the hose back into that clip. I should take this rubber piece off. Reinstall this screw. T25 Torx. Just gonna get one started. And then line up the other one. So that the pump, the weight of the pump is not holding on the screw. These are the rubber bushings, so I'm just gonna go till it Feel it get tight, and I will stop. Install the last one in the bottom. Get a little trickier with the rubber piece here. Try to get it started by hand first. I'm gonna pull out this other clip that's in here, give me a little more space. That's easier. Push our clips back in for a rubber protector. Go ahead, we can clip on this airline. Push the spring clamp down over it. These go into the car. Need to add this pressure sensor. It has a locking washer just like the original and an O-ring on there. Doesn't matter what direction you install that washer. Get it threaded by hand to start it. I installed the pump into the bracket first so it would be easier to hold it while I tighten it. You can use an adjustable wrench, or this is 24 millimeter. I'm just gonna tighten it down. And don't over tighten it because it is just going into plastic. That little O-ring will seal. So as you feel it start to get tight, maybe a quarter turn more. Flip the wrench a little bit. That feels good. Install the electrical connector into it. Our electrical connectors here. These sit like this in the car. Now it's ready to go back up into the car. We're going to slide these two studs back into the holes in the frame. While lining this one up, I'll reach in from the back side of the frame and put in this 13 millimeter nut, and we'll reconnect the lines and be all set. Slides up here. Slides forward to lock it in. Using a 13 millimeter deep socket and extension. I'm gonna reach up into the frame and tighten it. Feel it get tight, I'll stop. Place our air inlet tube back up onto the filler neck where it came from. Clip it back into place. Reconnect the air lines and the electrical connection on top. And the pump is replaced.
Thanks for watching. Visit us at oneauto.com for quality auto parts, fast and free shipping, and the best customer service in the industry.